Hey guys, also welcome to another video of mine. It's Kamal AA, and this is another transfer news video. And now I want to apologise first of all. I was supposed to record and upload this video around yesterday afternoon. Now yesterday I made a video on Jorginho dedicating his, giving his loyalty to Chelsea for the future, squashing all the Juventus rumours, and also I made that video on Willian obviously signing that 2-year deal, which should take him up till 2021. And then obviously in that video I said that later on that afternoon, which was yesterday, I'd make the Zaha and the David Neres video. Now apologies, like I said, this video was supposed to go up yesterday. I am recording this video now. I was quite busy yesterday, so I do deeply apologise. But basically in this video I'll be talking about two main stories. I've got a lot to cover. First of all, Wilfred Zaha, I'm going to basically be giving what the reports have been stating, and also basically my thoughts and opinions on the player. Do I think that it's a feasible move for Chelsea, and if he's the right type of player for our system? And I'll also be talking about David Neres, what I've heard behind the scenes, some interesting reports as well, and also my thoughts and opinions on the player and his stats, how he's done at Ajax so far in his career. Now obviously before I do get straight into it, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're on the right hand, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on each story that I talk about, and also make sure you follow my Instagram Kamal_AA, and also my Twitter Kamal_AA10, very active on both of them, so make sure you do give me a follow. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, first of all, first story, Wilfred Zaha. Now, basically yesterday, the Daily Mail, the Mail Online and Sky Sports reported that Chelsea could potentially hijack a move from Everton for the 26-year-old Wilfred Zaha, the Ivory Coast international. And basically, we're looking like we could basically be potentially signing Wilfred Zaha once we serve our ban. So we will pay the fee to Crystal Palace. He will be at Crystal Palace for next season, which will suit Crystal Palace, and then he will join us next year. And that's what the report was stating. Currently, Everton are the front runners. They are preparing a 60 million bid plus a player in Cenk Tosun. They are offering to Crystal Palace. Now we all know Wilfred Zaha, his dream move is Arsenal. Obviously we've seen it in interviews, and Arsenal have been interested in Wilfred Zaha pretty much this whole window. Now obviously the issue with Arsenal is a limited budget. Now Wilfred Zaha, Crystal Palace valued him around £80 million. Arsenal had a £40 million rejected. But what I find interesting is today it's been confirmed Nicolas Pepe is on his way to Arsenal. £72 million fee agreed, 5-year deal agreed, and it's just so frustrating because if you've known me for a while, I've been so desperate for Nicolas Pepe. I've wanted him so much. His comments saying that Chelsea is his dream club, that it's the only club in England that he was signed for, and this is what happens when you have a transfer ban. It's so depressing. It just fills you with depression, and it's just so sad. It's gut-wrenching, honestly. I was so desperate for Nicolas Pepe. I would love him at Chelsea. He's suits exactly the style of play, perfect for our system. His end product is fabulous, and it's such a shame to see him go to our rival. But like I said, because Nicolas Pepe is going to Arsenal, that rules them out immediately from the Zaha deal. Now, like I said, Everton are front runners. They are a team that Zaha is quite interested in going to. He stated that he'd prefer to stay in London, but he wouldn't mind moving to northwest England, which is where Liverpool is situated, where Everton is. So that's interesting. Like I said, they are preparing a 60 million bid plus Cenk Tosun to secure the Wilfred Zaha over the line. But like I said, the interesting part is Chelsea entering the race. Now we are prepared to hijack the move for the 26-year-old once we serve our transfer ban. Now the rumours is there's some options when it comes to potentially signing Wilfred Zaha. On option one, we could just give him straight cash. Now obviously, like I said, Crystal Palace value him £80 million. They are not going to let their two best players, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, go to United 50 million and then lose Wilfred Zaha. It's going to be very difficult to replace. So I think a fee could be agreed around £60 million. Now Chelsea could offer £60 million and they could get a deal agreed with Crystal Palace, or we could offer a player in return. Now obviously Batshuayi was there on loan last season, had a fantastic loan spell, scored 6 goals in the last 5 months of the season, last 4 or 5 months of the season. I think that's a fantastic return as well for a team like Crystal Palace who really fitted their style of play. So they'd welcome him back in open arms. I think maybe a £45 million plus Batshuayi would definitely wrap up the deal. But it's the question of, this is where my thoughts, opinions, and what I want to hear from you guys is, it leaves it down to this. Is it worth and is it feasible to go for a player like Wilfred Zaha, knowing that his valuation is extremely high? Now, for me, Wilfred Zaha is a very good player. He's a very, very good player. He's done exceptionally well at Crystal Palace. He's definitely levels above them. He deserves to be playing at a top club, or a bigger club than Crystal Palace. But in my opinion, I think that Everton is the perfect club for him. A much bigger club, much better club, but not quite the top six. I just don't think that his end product makes him valued at around 70-80 million. When you're spending 70-80 million, you expect that player to be perfect, his attributes to be on point, to fit your style of play. Your end product has to be exceptional. And I think that his best ever end product season was last season with 10 goals. Yes, you could argue he's only playing for Crystal Palace, but I just think that for the money that you're paying him, I just don't think that it's good value for money. I think there's much better options. Like I said, don't get me wrong, Wilfred Zaha is a top player, and I wouldn't mind seeing him at Chelsea. I think he'd 100% improve our wing situation. Obviously, got a declining Willian and Pedro, definitely suit our system. However, for the money that we're about to pay, I would rather us go for a Neres, a Sancho, or a Nicolas Pepe, who in my opinion are levels above Zaha. And I think Everton are the perfect club for him. That's kind of his level. I just think the £70 million is just not worth it. It isn't worth it. Obviously, that's just my opinion. You guys may also have different opinions. And if you do, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below and hear what you guys think as well. But I just think that even though Zaha is a quality player, he fits our attributes. He's very versatile, can play centre forwards, can play left wing, right wing, all across the front three, link up the play. He's got the pace, he's got the dribbling ability, and obviously his end product will naturally improve. You know, he will slowly enter his prime in a couple of years, so he will naturally improve. My point I'm trying to make is, if it was a £45 million deal, I'll be all for this deal, but for the money of 70 million and the fact that Crystal Palace value him at 80 million, I just think it's ludicrous. And I think that, like I said, there's much better options compared to than signing Wilfred Zaha. But that, like I said, that's just my opinion. And now moving on to a second story is David Neres from Ajax. Now, this is where I'm going to give you a lot of behind the scenes information that you will not have read in reports. Now, a few weeks ago, if you cast your mind back to a video I made on David Neres, a lot of you were quite confused because obviously it wasn't in reports. It's something that I'd heard whispers a few weeks ago. I've heard more whispers since, but basically when I made that video, a report came out that David Neres had confirmed that he will be staying at Ajax next season. That is 100% confirmed. He will 100% be staying at Ajax next season. And there's more things that I've heard. Now, obviously, like I said, he's definitely staying at Ajax this season, so he will not be moving to any club. Now, I just find it quite ironic and coincidental that the year that we have a transfer ban, he's also staying at Ajax. He was a player that Chelsea have been interested in a long time from what I've heard. We've scouted him, we've monitored him, we've been really, really interested in his services. And another key factor here is David Neres shares the same agent as Willian. That's another key factor here. His name is Kia. I cannot pronounce his surname because I'll completely butcher it, but Kia is his first name. He is the agent. Both of his clients is Willian and David Neres, so there's that link and connection. Agent of Willian, Kia, has got a really good relationship with Marina and the club, so naturally it will make the David Neres move really, really smooth, really, really easy. And he's had an exceptional couple of seasons. He's left-footed, right-footed, 22 years of age. His end product is fantastic. Yes, you could argue it's the Dutch league, but 26 goals and assists in 32 games 2 seasons ago. Yes, last season wasn't as great, but he still had a phenomenal season statistic-wise, and he's only 22 years of age. You know, he's Brazilian, so he's got a lot of tech, his skills. He can easily fit our style of play, pacing well, dribbling on point, left-footed, right-footed, can finish. Really good shot on him, and the fact that the way that we like kind of Lampard, those inverted wingers, I think that he's a fantastic option. Really, really young and definitely got world-class potential. Now, when it comes to David Neres, what I've also heard is that the deal is pretty much done. That's the fantastic news. From what I've heard, obviously we'll not see this in reports, but basically a fee has been agreed from 2 clubs, and Chelsea were working on David Neres since April, May time. We've been working on him for a while, despite us having a transfer ban. We're really interested in service, and we've persuaded him to stay at Ajax for another year. And basically, the deal is more or less done. That's what the source that I've been talking to told me. It's quite a reliable source. He's got a lot of things right in the past. He told me the deal was more or less done. They've been working on him since April. And Chelsea basically really interested, same client, etc. And he will become a Chelsea player next summer, and we will sign him in the summer of 2020. Now, it depends obviously on the season he has, but I'm hearing that the fee is around 40 million to 60 million pounds. That's the fee region. At the moment, it's kind of guesswork because obviously we will sign next summer. It all depends on the season he has, but I have been told that the deal is pretty much wrapped up. We will be signing David Neres next year. The deal has been agreed, terms, etc., and he's really, really looking forward to it. He's desperate for the Chelsea move, basically. That's what I've been told by my source. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up there. That's all the news today. That's the interesting part to tell you guys. David Neres is done. You won't hear this on any other channel because I was told it's exclusively. You won't see this on any other report. But that's why I'm here, to give you guys that news, to inform you guys, keep you guys up to date with all the latest news and what I've been hearing. Stay tuned on this channel. I'll be giving my best as well, trying to become one of the best Chelsea channels. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new on here, and comment down below your thoughts on the David Neres situation and the Wilfred Zaha situation as well. Smash that like button if you did enjoy it, subscribe to my channel if you're new on here, and make sure you hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I do upload, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.